let's see. When I first started watching, this doesn't even mean music right now. Like, when I first started watching, I thought there was going to be a big announcement for PAX, right? You know, everyone was excited and all this stuff, and nothing happened. So, one thing that blew my mind was they gave the floor, they gave the floor to a bunch of people that, from what I've watched, it was about, one guy asked, I mean, and these were the type of questions that just blew my mind. Like, one of them was like a question about a guy, if I jumped off a cliff, would my town clothes still be there? Like, how were questions like this getting, like, the ears of the devs is mind-boggling to begin with. Like, who cares about town clothes when, like, oh, what the fuck? Oh my god. And then, like, another question, like, this guy was just like, it seemed like he didn't even want to ask the question. The guy with the bandana, like, he would rather, a pig, you know, it's just like, it's like, what the fuck is he doing? Like, he was talking about, like, the living story or something like that, or, and like the same with the guy with the glasses, he was talking about the living story as well, and it was just like, oh, like, I can't believe, one, the questions weren't reviewed beforehand, and two, like, some of the devs didn't even know how to respond. They were, just because they were so baffled by the questions to begin with. And, like, one of the things that really stood out to me was basically the lady with the piercing. Does anybody know her name? And I don't know her quote verbatim, but she said that basically, we want the game to be simple to understand and to be an overall fun experience for the community to watch. Now, that's not word for word, but that's pretty much the general idea of what she was talking about when somebody asked her a question about PvP, but she didn't even really answer the question. It was just more, that's the response I gave you. And then after that, yeah, there we go, Devosa. Making the game type that's simple to watch and understand, one of the things we have accomplished so far, and want to keep that concept. Like, I don't know if she was told to say that, but, like, is she blind? Like, literally, like, who told her to say that? Because obviously she didn't say that by herself, and if she did, she is so ignorantly far from the truth when it comes to PvP in this meta that I just started laughing. Like, she has no idea. And then, like, another dev, before the car crash and sync played, he he goes, I know nothing about PvP in general. It was just like, man, it's like, you don't say that, like for on your debut for Guild Wars 2. Like, I mean, this is the tournament. This is one of the tournaments that you're debuting your game to the world, and, like, in my humble opinion, keeping the meta the way it was by far one of the worst decisions I've ever seen. Like, and I know that Jonathan Sharp and Grouch were fully aware of what was going on, and, like, the only reason they used my quotes to begin with is just because they had no other choice. Like, that's literally what it was. It was a petting zoo on screen, and they had to make fun of their game because there's no turning back at this point. There's nothing you can do. It's just, what are we gonna do? We have to just make it into a laughing stock now, and hopefully everyone enjoys the laugh, because that's what it is at this point. It's a laugh.